Every day for me is different, which I think is what I really enjoy about this career. I could be reviewing cases, having meetings with detectives or attorneys. I could be sampling evidence, which means looking at it and deciding what I want to collect for downstream DNA analysis. I could be conducting DNA analysis, interpreting results, writing reports, going to court to testify. I could be going to a crime scene. There's so much I could be doing in a day. In high school, I watched CSI and all the CSIs, Las Vegas, New York, Miami. I loved them all. I was really interested in forensic science from what I saw on the TV shows. I thought it was really interesting, like a puzzle that you could put together with science. And I really loved science. This is nothing like what I see in television, but it's better. Real TV, it's really glamorized, and this is not all that glamorous all the time. It's a lot of hard work, but that's really what I enjoy, is the challenge. It does have a bit of that puzzle aspect of what I was going for when I saw it on TV, but I'm doing so much more science from what you see on TV. I'm doing a lot of critical thinking. I love that I'm challenged every day with my work. So once I decided I was interested in forensic science, I started researching colleges that had forensic science programs. I ended up attending Cedar Crest College in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I earned a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry with a concentration in Forensic Science. And then I continued on to their Master of Science in Forensic Science program. Once I had my master's degree, I started applying for jobs, and that is how I ended up out here. I moved from Connecticut to California. As a technician, I learned all about our laboratory. I learned how to prepare reagents the scientists use every day. I took care of all the instrument maintenance, learned how to troubleshoot, and it has just started my career in such an amazing way. Some interesting cases. I work mostly cold cases nowadays. A case I worked in real time was an incident of a stabbing, and there was a blood trail leading away from the crime scene. So usually if you have a victim down on the ground and a blood trail leading away from the scene, that's indicative of the suspect possibly cutting themselves during the stabbing and walking away from the scene. So CSI first responders collected swabs from this blood trail. I generated a DNA profile from that and put it into CODIS. And from that, we got a hit to a suspect. But there's always more to the investigation. We wanted to be able to have the suspect's DNA on the victim themselves. So I used crime scene photographs and what stains maybe could have dripped from the suspect onto the victim to find suspect DNA there on the victim's sleeping bag. Closing a case is really exciting. It's kind of seeing the fruition of all of my work, and that all of the work I put in, all of the hours, all the time, all the thought was a success, that we were able to reach a conclusion, whether the case is closed outside of court or if it goes to court and the jury, finds a verdict. The most rewarding part of my career is the role I play in the criminal justice system. In forensic biology, I can be helping to further an investigation by identifying the suspect. I've helped to identify unidentified human remains, and I also help to exonerate people or rule out potential suspects who had nothing to do with a crime. I don't take lightly my role in helping victims and their families, and I really love my career. Happy National Forensic Sciences Week.